Hi, welcome to Get Growing. I'm Kelly Heidbreder. Have you been thinking about doing some digging around your backyard? Well, landscaping can add value to your property, as well as make it a beautiful place to be. But if you don't plan ahead, you could be making some big, expensive mistakes. The first place you need to start is with paper and a pencil. So put that trowel and that shovel away, and let's get started on doing some planning for some landscaping in your backyard. Come on. Straight from my garden. Well, these roses really smell great, Mary, but we're seeing some problems here, like this little black spots on the leaves. What's the problem?
Well, this is the disease known as black spot.
Yeah, pretty good name for it, wouldn't you say? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm seeing it on quite a few of these bushes. Why would we be getting black spot on our roses?
Well, in fact, black spot is probably the #1 problem that we see with roses, in particular the Floribundas and the hybrid teas. And it's a fungus. You see all the spots right here, the yellowing of the leaves. So it's kind of disfiguring, makes the plant look bad. And because eventually these leaves just fall right off, it also weakens the plant, makes them more susceptible to winter injury.
So we need to worry about black spot.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, and so how can we tackle black spot with our roses? That's pretty common. Every rose I've had has always had black spot on it.
Just keep in mind that if you're going to grow the Floribundas and the hybrid teas, you're probably going to eventually get a black spot. But things such as trying to keep the leaves that are diseased, pick them off, destroy them, good leaf cleanup in the fall. But also keep in mind that that's not 100% because the fungus will also overwinter on the canes as well.
Okay.
So then we get into a fungicide spray program.
So pretty much when you buy your roses, buy a fungicide.
I hate to sound so gloomy, but you know, it is a pretty good possibility that you're going to have black spot on your roses. Again, there are some cultivars that are less susceptible, but
you know, I saw some other things on a leaf over here on other roses. Let's go take a look at that.
Okay.
Now these leaves look a little funky, Mary. What's going on?
Well, here's another disease known as powdery mildew, again caused by a fungus. And when we have high humid conditions like we've been having, you can have more problems with powdery mildew.
Right. But what's the difference between that and maybe the powders that you might put on your...
Well, that's a good question, because sometimes it's very easy to see the residue from the various soluble powders that are used for fungicides as well. But here we see that the leaves are taking on a little bit of a distorted appearance to them, and so that's a big clue right there.
Yeah.
But again, you can go ahead and use fungicide applications to help control the powdery mildew. And a lot of times what will control the black spot will also help control the powdery mildew. Oh, that's good. I'm just going to ask you that. Now, will this stunt the growth then of this particular flower?
It
can, yes.
Okay.
Sometimes powdery mildew can be so bad it'll cover the buds.
Wow.
And so again, it can disfigure and cause some problems with the roses.
Wow.
One thing I do want to mention in terms of overall disease management with roses would be to make sure that you don't overhead water.
Okay, no sprinklers that go over top.
Sprinklers.
You want to go from the root system.
Yes, yes. In fact, they have all soaker hoses in these beds here.
So that you're getting rid of some of this fungus and mildew that can build up on the foliage.
Yes. But when you have high humid conditions, you can't do too much about that.
God's doing it for you, right?
That's
Mother Nature's got her.
You can help reduce the problems by going with soaker hoses.
Okay. Well, it sounds like then with some of these pest problems that we're having in our gardens, you just have to kind of live with them, right?
Sometimes, yes, you do.
Whether they're any type of a fungus or a bacteria or even a little bug, we just have to kind of live with them if we want the right kind of foliage or right kind of flowers in our landscape, right?
Yes, but again, anything you can possibly do to maybe select a plant that is less susceptible. Do what you can do to modify the environment, watch the overhead watering, picking up the diseased leaves, keeping the plants healthy, good fertilizing, things like that will really help minimize the problems anyway.
That sounds like a good idea. Well, all you need to do is just make sure you do a little planning ahead of time. You need to make sure you buy types of plants that can give you that jump start on those pests in your landscape. Try it. Get out there and get growing. I love the way roses smell in my garden, and I love the way they look. Wouldn't it be great to have a garden view from any room in the house, whether you have a window there or not? Well, I've got an idea for you. Come on, let's go make one. Take a sniff. Straight from my garden. Gotcha.